Highlight City, gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. Today we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Air Force Falcons taking on the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Falcons will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UNLV's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again.
Turning it on! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Looking to pass, it's Rasmussen. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Falcons offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed.
Breaks into the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. back open in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running behind that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. The Falcons will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. They'll leave it with the lone back. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Rasmussen. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Rebels offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Rasmussen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Off the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line.
UNLV, 7, Air Force, 0.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch.
Touchdown Falcons! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this offense, man, they run the football, then they want to bootleg and get you really sold on that run. Nice job by the inside linebacker, man. You see him. He doesn't bite it. He sees it, chases the bootleg, runs the quarterback down outside the pocket for the sack.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wide receiver comes in motion. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Air Force. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give on the inside. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Looking to throw, it's Rasmussen. Takes the easy completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The give on the option. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Rebels will punt this one away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Finds the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And the Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Rasmussen. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch ball?
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. He takes it at the 45. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the tight end. Going to the run to start this second half. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Running back searching for a hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football.
Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He'll start this drive firing. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick him up and put him down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
They'll move the wide receiver. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Burns. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. He leaves it with his back. There he goes. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Rasmussen. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Rebels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Really nice job using the jet sweep that time. And you see how all the defenders on the inside of the box were frozen in the backfield, and it was too late. The ball was already outside. The speed of the wide receiver getting there, and he's almost able to get the 1st down.
Grab near the marker. It's Burns. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why...
Turning it on! And he will finally nearly go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Right back to the well. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Grab near the marker. It's Burns. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Fires to the big fella. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions. Got to make sure we're aggressive. Not reckless, but aggressive.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right.
Breaks into the open. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! for that score, considering last rites. Now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Got the first down and still on his feet. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Jet sweep headed to the edge. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gaines. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab down the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Cincinnati overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Bearcats tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for goal position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Snagged in the middle. It's Hale. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Back to throw. It's Rasmussen. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wants to go up top. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work his way down to the 28. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Going to take a shot on second and short. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offense